Governor Jay Inslee warned us this might happen. He is not calling for another statewide shutdown, but he says unless the numbers improve, we can expect to see more of these dialing back measures. Here are the changes that will go into effect next Thursday. Restaurants with indoor dining will only be allowed to have groups from the same household. Mixed groups have to eat outdoors. Alcohol service at restaurants must end at 10 p.m. In counties where bars are open, they can only have outdoor service. As for gyms, in Phase 2 counties, only 5 members can be in a gym at a time. Trainers in Phase 3 counties can only have up to 10 people in a class. And the state's mask order is expanding Saturday. Masks are to be worn in all common areas like elevators and hotel hallways. Inslee said people can still go out, they just need to be careful.
You know, these decisions are not easy, but they have been guided by science. And they have been guided by a belief that our destiny is in our hands. We can reduce the spread of this pandemic. We've demonstrated that, and we can do that again. And these measures, I have high confidence, will bring us success.
As for schools, Governor Inslee says it is still, quote, his goal to have in-person instruction in the fall. Obviously, several districts have already said they are going to go online only. Today, the state's teachers union came out demanding the governor call for distance learning only. In Olympia, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.
Drew, thank you. The new opening restrictions are a difficult deja vu for a number of small business owners, which are getting ready now to close again. King 5's Ted Land joins us now from Capitol Hill, where he talked with a bar owner. Ted, good evening.
Hi, Mark. It's last call once again for many bar owners who just don't have the outdoor space to seat customers so they can stay in business when these new restrictions take effect a week from today. There's a collective groan among many restaurants and bars across the state as they learn about these new restrictions and then decide what they're going to do about it. For many of them, it means weeks of lost revenue. For others, a temporary closure. I just spoke with one of the owners of Diesel, a bar here on Capitol Hill. You could hear the stress in his voice as he prepares to once again lock his doors.
But if he needs us to close down for a short period of time, maybe a month, and get through this little spike, then I'll comply and go for it. You know, we don't really have a choice.
Do you have a point where it's like, this is too much, we can't keep doing this?
I don't know. I don't know where that's at. I really don't know where that point is at. But there's gonna be. I mean, unless lawmakers can throw some more money at us and quit giving it to giant businesses.
That bar was able to secure some federal loan money to help pay staff. They were hoping they'd be off of that money by now, but they say they're going to have to lean on that assistance once again as they prepare to close. Live on Capitol Hill, Ted Land, King 5 News.